And gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Sleep is for Billionaires, the podcast. I am your host, Johnny VEGAZ. Now today, I got a very special guest on my show. This man is not only an actor, not only a sales director for financial education services, he's also my brother. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Deon.
Man, what's going on? What's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good
to see you, man. Glad to have you on my show. We've been trying to get it going for a couple months now.
I know, but it's saying sleeping for billionaires, and you be on it. You don't never get sleep, so we know where you're going.
See these
we know where
bags?
you're going. We know where you're going, brother.
Yeah, man. Likewise, man. I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad you made the move, because we met in Tampa, like close to maybe 15 years ago, probably.
15 years ago, man. Tampa, Florida. Tampa Bay. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tampa Bay. Man, yes.
Yeah, we met through a good friend of ours, LK.
Okay, all day, Leo Kelly.
Yeah. He introduced me to you, and I just respected the positive vibes that came out of you, man.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying? We've been friends ever since.
Exactly.
So that's what's up, man. So tell me, man, what got you into the acting? Because it seems like, well, tell me your story, because you started to have a military background, correct?
Exactly. See, long time ago, long
time ago.
Back in 92 is when I first got into the military.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about acting,
what branch?
U.S. Army. Did 24 years of service.
Okay.
Thank you for your service. War veteran. Thank you, man. It was, it's what I signed up for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a house where I have, fortunately I had both parents, and my father's a minister and a Marine, and my mom was a Bible thumper, and she didn't play that. So I have two other brothers, and the main thing was they wanted to make sure that we had the best of life.
And you were the youngest?
No, I'm the oldest.
Okay,
I have two younger brothers. One's he's in Arkansas.
Okay.
He has his own counseling firm, and my youngest brother, I call him my little big brother because he's like 6'3", and real stocky.
Yeah.
He does a job for the government that I can't even mention. But he's all over crazy.
He's in there.
He's in there. So my main thing was I always wanted to be an actor.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in the times where TV watching. You go outside and play, but that TV watching was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So when I had the opportunity, my father was like, listen, he said, if you really are into acting, go be in the military. Make sure you have that stability. So when you do, you won't be out there struggling. It might take some few years, but have that as your first priority. So I listened to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined the military at age 17.
Mm-hmm.
I went everywhere, all over the world. I mean, I was started at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. That was my very first place, besides Fort Leonard, Missouri, for basic training.
Right.
Got that shock. Shock in. I realized that's when they could touch the drill sergeant really touch you.
Mm-hmm.
And I got stuffed in wall lockers, brother.
Wow.
They used to stuff me in the wall locker like the drill sergeant.
Wow,
they could put their hands on you. So, but I like that structure, and I stayed with it, and I'm glad I stayed with it because 24 years later, it's still manifesting itself. I've been well taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a people person.
Right.
So when it came down to acting, 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago, I saw my window of opportunity. I knew I was retiring. I had my mindset to retire. It was a situation where I needed to retire.
So does that the goal to stop at a certain point and go into acting? Or did you want to go? Did you ever just want to do military and take it all the way to the top, or you had it in your mind that, okay, I'm going to do this for a certain amount of time and then jump into acting?
Honestly, I wanted to stay in the military until I became a sergeant major of the Army. I was that gun-ho about the military, about this deal. But you know what? Life has its changes, and you might have plans, but God might have a different plan for you.
Right.
So what I thought was something that was hurting me and was being taken away from me was actually a blessing in disguise. So I finally understood why I couldn't retire the way I wanted to retire. So I've retired early.
Mm-hmm. Can you elaborate on the situation that made you make this change?
Well, one day I woke up and didn't want to wear the uniform anymore.
And
it was all because, we had a camaraderie amongst your fellow soldiers, and that's taken away. Then that can change a person. All right, it can change a person. So, you feel like, hey, should I continue on with this? Or you continue on this not knowing if you really have the support of the people around you, or do you keep on, or you change your outlook? Now, that don't mean not everybody didn't have that support for me.
Right.
But once that kink is in your arm, that little thing that makes you think in your head, it grows like cancer. So I decided to, hey, at that moment, it was time to move on to something different.
Right.
So when I made that decision, that's when I said, okay, I was in Mississippi. I was in Gulfport, Mississippi, South Mississippi. we were close to New Orleans.
Right.
And New Orleans had the film industry going on at the time. It was a Hollywood South at the time.
Right.
And that's why I started at 2003 was not 2003. Excuse me. 2013 was G.I. Joe Retaliation was the very, very first film I was ever on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so in New Orleans was your first opportunity.
Exactly, that was my first opportunity. Yes.
Got it.
And I took it serious. Went to NOLA acting school there, so I could understand. Because I know you just can't go on the camera and start acting.
Right.
You know, so I went and got myself trained. Started as a background artist. You know, you got to start from somewhere.
Right.
A lot of people take away from that, but you got to start as a background artist. You learn a lot as a background artist. So, and I just grew from there until I got my first speaking role, which happened in New Orleans.
Okay.
It was a comedy called Left Alone. I played a dumb robber, man. Like he was like the guy you do not want to be with you.
Yeah.
He's the one gonna snitch on himself before it even happens. You know?
So wait, how many background roles did you do before you got a speaking role?
For me, fortunately, and I say fortunately, I did 15 background roles until that speaking role came.
Nice.
And during those 15 background roles, all I was doing was networking.
Nice, as you
That's
should.
the reason why it happened, because I was networking. I was like, listen, what do you got? What project you on? What project you on? And so that's how I got myself into it. And then more and more I was on set, the more and more I kept meeting the A-list actors like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jamie Foxx and Will Smith and Denzel. Once I started seeing them face to face, that hunger grew more and more and more. I was like, I knew I could do this.
Like it's possible.
Exactly, man. It was fun, man. It was fun. Still fun.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. So when you decided to leave the military, from that point on, how long did it take you to come to California to be a professional actor?
Okay, my first goal when I first retired was go back to Tampa, Florida from Mississippi, because I have a love for Florida. I mean, if anybody ever lived there, Florida's Florida. I mean,
it's hard to leave.
It's hard to leave. It's very hard to leave, but what a wonderful place to be at. I was in Tampa Bay, and then you have Miami not too far away. That's right, 813 all day. And you have Miami right there. You have Orlando. You have Jacksonville. You have Pensacola. So I mean, and the beach is anywhere between 5 to 30 minutes, no matter where you live at. Yeah. You could be at the beach. Right. I'm a beach guy. I like this. Yeah, man.
And it was a party Sunday to Sunday.
Exactly. Sunday to Sunday.
Day or night.
Exactly. And the thing about it is I was like, I want to go there, get myself well established, see if I can make the industry happen for me there. Which it did to some point, because there's a lot of independent films that goes on out there, that goes out there. So that's what I did. I said, let me think smart about this. The more independent films I can be on, the more speaking roles I can be in independent films, I'm building my resume. I had to build my resume. I knew that when I got out of the military, I would come to Los Angeles, but I want to build my resume before I got out here. And that panned out perfectly. It did. It really did, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, I know. I've been seeing a lot of your work, man. You did a lot of independent films in Florida, a lot of speaking roles, and I was like, wow, like it's just happening so fast. But for me, in Florida, I was more focused on the music than anything. Exactly. So the acting was like very, very part-time for me. But when I got into it, my first role in Tampa was a speaking role. When I did the film and the trailer came out, everybody was like, "Oh my God, look, you did it! You did your thing. You had the best role." And I'm like, "This is just a trailer," and that just put the battery in my back, and I jumped to California. I was like, "I'm going to Cali, but
exactly.
Let's do it." So but that's what's up. So from that point on, when you got your success in Florida and the independent films, how long did it take you to even think about coming to Cali? Then coming to Cali.
Well, see. It was after I directed 3 films.
Okay.
And that's what really got me. Matter of fact, your music, I want to make sure it's mentioned. Yes. Your music is in more than one of those films, and you're in one of those films. So that's even made it better, So I knew at that time period, I said, listen, I need to grow. Florida's is a good market, but it's a small market.
Yeah, you hit a cap quick.
You have hit a cap very quick, and it's almost like, who do you know? In some cases, like, who do you know? Instead of... It's just like in Hollywood, who do you know? But it's a bigger, this is an ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's more like a lake. And if you have certain clicks and you're not in those clicks, you can go audition all you want to, but you might see the same people in the same film. So I needed more than that. I needed, there's no hit towards them, but I need to go somewhere where I'm literally given a real opportunity. So that's why I came out here to the Los Angeles area. It was not, at the time I was married. Married a wonderful family, but we grew up. We went our separate ways. Grew apart. Some people there for a season, some there for a lifetime, and sometimes those you never know when those roads will end. So,
right.
So even at that point now where I'm, at that voyage of going different ways. But that's still a good thing because those memories help you to feel you to do more and to do better.
Right.
So I knew that I wanted to go to Los Angeles. So that's what I did. I said, hey, look, it's time to go. Came out here to Los Angeles within the first 30 to 45 days, along with you.
Yeah.
Was already on a SAG film. And everybody wants to be SAG,
Right.
Was on a
Screen Actors Guild.
Screen Actors Guild, definitely. That's when you become a professional actor, not just an independent actor, or you're claiming to be an actor, which is nothing wrong with that. But once you have that number, that card in your hand, you're considered that stamp. You're considered a professional actor. And within 45 days of being here, we was on a set called the Lilac Thief.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, we'll be on that premiere next month.
Yeah.
On the 6th, and I hope they'll do the red carpet
Yeah,
day. So,
I'll be there.
Oh yeah, exactly. And that's how I knew. I said, listen, God placed this in my life. I came out here at the right time. I was adapting to Los Angeles because Los Angeles can be a beast if you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Either it consumes you or you'll make it. So you got to make your choice of which you want to go. So I'm not a person to give up. I don't have a quitting spirit just like you. So I knew I was gonna make it.
Right.
It just how to get there is what you have to figure out. So love it, man. Love it out here. Love it out here.
That's good, man. Yeah, and I'm definitely seeing the work ethic you're putting in and how you're constantly building your resume and getting on these SAG roles and getting on these professional production sets and meeting A-list actors. So I'm definitely seeing the grind, and I tip my hat off to you for that because it's not easy. So I'm seeing it. I'm here. I've been here. What I'm saying? I'm solely just do that, so I can see how it can break a person, but you just got to be in it to win it all the way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta diversify to kind of stay afloat.
Exactly.
And that's when I see you jumped into the credit repair business.
Yes.
You became a sales manager. So tell us a little about that. What got you into that, and what made you decide to do it, and how you moved up so quickly?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. See, I've spent 24 years. I spent 1 year of my childhood and 23 years of my adult life serving, protecting the country.
Right.
All right. How either way you might seize me versus skin color, race, religion, whatever.
Yeah.
I did it regardless. So when I got out, I want to still help people. I love people. Period.
Right.
All right. So acting, you bring happiness to people. But that happiness and that sadness, it only happened for so long.
Yeah.
Then it's on to the next thing. I wanted to do something where I can still give back and still keep on giving.
Right.
I'm not, there's no offense to anybody selling anything, but I'm not selling lotions or potions or anything else, which is nothing wrong with that. People had a decision. I wanted something that's going to benefit anybody at any time. That's credit. No matter what we do, everything is tied to credit.
Right.
Whether you rent a house, buying a car, renting a car, getting insurance, it doesn't matter. Even that high-paying job, what they're going to do, they're going to run your credit. That's why they ask for your social.
Right.
To see if you're a liability to their company.
Right.
And if you don't have ownership, you don't have anything.
Right.
You get owned.
Yes.
Pretty much, you get owned through rent. You pay more in rent than you do than on a mortgage.
Yeah.
It just happens that way. Or somebody tell you how much you're worth per hour.
Yeah.
So how I feel about it is I got in the credit business. I like to see people change their status from being a certain way up to a higher level. Personally,
yeah,
I did it because one of the reasons why I did it is because when I moved out here to Los Angeles, the rent where I stay is $2,500 a month. Period. It's high. It's not cheap out here.
Yeah.
With my credit being the way it was, they wanted the first month's rent, the last month's rent, and the security deposit. Ooh. So I dropped over $5,800 in just in money alone just to have a place to stay.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
no benefits from it, just having a place to stay. Yeah, so I knew at that moment something had to change, and plus I had a $279,000 short sale on my credit that was hindering me. That was exactly what was hindering me.
Yeah.
Well, one of my fellow actors, his name is Stu Large. Riley, he's been in the business for 30 years as an actor. He introduced me to this business.
I think he was in Shaft, right?
Man, he was in New Jack City.
New Jack City, yeah.
I don't know if we curse on Kick Ass.
Yeah.
And the latest one was Gotham.
Okay.
Yeah, he played
the show.
The show.
Okay.
The TV series. He played a bad guy on there. So, he introduced me to this business. He said it can benefit you two ways. Number one, get you back on track with your credit. And then number two, you have all the time in the world as an independent franchise owner to go acting. because a 9 to 5 won't work for me being an actor.
Right.
You always got called off and act like you're sick. I didn't need that. So that's why I got into it. Within that first 30 to 45 days, they removed that short sale off my credit I've been trying to get off for 5 years.
Wow.
Off of all 3 credit bureaus, and my score jumped up 81 points.
Nice.
That's when I knew I was in the right business. And I had the time freedom and the financial freedom.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing is just been an advocate and talking about credit, telling people, educating people on credit. It's a financial. I want to correct something. It's a financial literacy company, not a credit repair company.
Okay.
A financial literacy company. Not only do we have 13 other services under our protection plan membership, but we actually educate our clients so they no longer know how to use us or anybody else again. You can get your credit fixed, but once it's there, are you gonna keep it there?
Yeah.
So that's why we educate people
on what to do.
Once it's there. I mean, I've learned so much about credit. I wish I'd have known back in the day.
Well, can you share some of that stuff that you teach your clients? Once your credit is where it should be or where you need it to be.
Okay, number one, you want to have it protected.
Okay.
So we have we just changed it. What's like we're trying to protection armor. It protects your credit because once you get your score back to where it needs to be at, you want to be protected. Every 2 seconds, somebody's identity has been stolen.
Yeah.
Number 3, we have Debt Zero, where we plug in all your debts that you have right now currently and show you a quicker way to get it down to a level where it's manageable and it doesn't hurt your credit. Because you can go to an 800 credit score, and if your debt is still messed up, you're gonna bring it right back down again. Right? People think credit changes once a month. No, it's every single day your credit score can change. A lot of people don't know that. Then we have a program called Smart Credit.
Yeah. Where
you can monitor your credit to make sure you see exactly what's going on with your credit at all times. It gives you the alert. Not only gives you alert, you can put it on your computer screen and you can see everything that's going on with it. What's been removed, what's been obtained, how to get it removed. We even have a letter that you can send to collection agencies.
Yeah.
Called a letter of indebtedness. Basically, you're saying, hey, once I pay off this debt, I need you to take it off my credit.
Okay.
A lot of people think they pay off debt, it comes off the credit automatically. It don't.
Yeah.
It don't. It actually stays there. We give you a credit lawyer. You have your own lawyer on retainer. So you hit harassing phone calls, emails, mail, call and say, we're going to do this and that. This is your bill. Just don't have any conversation with them, especially over 60 seconds on their phone. Call your credit lawyer and let your lawyer do the talking. You know how much a lawyer costs anywhere else?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
$1,000, right? We're talking about less than $100 or less than $3 a day to have just, I want to name a few. Yeah. We have several services that you can be a part of. Have a credit card. I got credit tip.
Yeah.
A lot of people get a credit card. You're only supposed to spend 30% on that credit card.
Okay.
So if you have $1,000 on a credit card, you spend no more than $299.
Okay.
No more than $299 because that's part of 30% of what your credit score looks at is how much you use it on your credit cards. There's so many ways to keep your credit score up. We even have Credit My Rent. When people pay their rent, what do you get out of it? Nothing. Period. You get a place to lay down, a place that covers your head, a place to eat, but that's it. There's no reward in paying your rent on time besides having a place to stay.
Right.
But if you pay that rent late, there's a charge, right?
Yeah.
If you go past 30 days, what happened? You get evicted, and it goes where?
On
your credit. That system's backwards.
Yeah.
So you get beat up for not paying on time, but you get nothing for paying on time. So we have Credit My Rent, where we can go back 24 months of your own time credit payments and change it to a positive trade line and put it on your credit.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. I mean, your score can jump up anywhere from 5 to 50 points just from that alone. And that's a lot. I don't care anybody, 5 to 50 points. If you get 50 points added to your credit score, they can change your bracket that you're in.
Definitely.
So, yeah, like I said, the reason I'm so excited about it because the simple fact is it's worked for me. I'm getting a lot of satisfied clients. I even have people who get their credit fixed and they can make money at the same time. That's what I do.
Okay.
You know, you get your credit fixed and make money at the same time.
Okay.
And then still I have that time freedom to go active, man. Definitely.
Well, that's awesome, man. So explain the making money part. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you make money with the credit once it's fixed and with your services?
No problem. Now, if I ask you right now, what's the best restaurant I can go to here in Los Angeles or the best place to get my music recorded, you would tell me that place, right? Did that place pay you for that?
No.
That's free advertisement.
Right.
You just gave free. People do it every single day. Free advertisement.
Right.
They'll tell you what sports team to follow.
Yeah.
They'll tell you what cologne to use, what cars, what nice car, what music. They always advertise with somebody else, free advertising.
Yeah, word of mouth.
Word of mouth. So basically, you tell somebody about how you're getting your credit fixed, and they decided to come on board because you told them about it, that's $100.
So it's like a referral-based
program.
It's a
referral-based program, yes. It's a referral-based. You have a person who just wanted a credit fix, that's our credit client, that's fine. Then you have a referral-based client who gets paid for referring people and getting their credit fixed at the same time. But the catch is this. This everybody, there's a catch. The catch is this. Once 5 people have decided to get their credit fixed, then you no longer have to get your credit fixed. I mean, get paid to get your credit fixed.
That was my next question. So what does all this cost?
Oh, even better. Somebody who wants to just a credit or to get fixed, and they don't decide they want to be a referral client, that's fine. It's a $99 activation fee.
Okay.
And it's $89 per month. You know, we actually keep it 4 to 6 months. There's no contract. Let me say it again. There's no contract. But our people usually keep the services afterwards because there's 13 different services that go with it.
Okay.
You know, there's other services. You get a will and power attorney. We have medical discounts. We have travel discounts. So it's more than, it's like a one-stop shop.
Right.
All right. That's fine. So you pay $89 per month, and when you decide that hey, your credit score is where it needs to be at, you can call and cancel because it's not a contract. Or you can invest $100 more and be a financial literacy consultant or an agent. It's basically $288. So that basically $288 to own your own franchise. Now let me say again, to own your own franchise.
Right.
Wingstop. It's $500,000. $500,000 on a Wingstop. It's $1 million on a McDonald's.
Yeah.
We're saying less than a pair of Jordans, $288 to own your own franchise.
Wow.
Right? And then every time that you refer somebody getting their credit fixed, that's $100 per referral. So it has no limit. So if you talk to 5 people, that's $500 that week.
Yeah.
If you talk to 10 people, that's $1,000.
Yeah.
I can keep on going, but you see the picture. I have one true story. One of my business partners printed out 5,000 flyers.
Wow.
Over a weekend's time period, he went out and he stayed out the whole weekend handing out flyers.
Okay.
And 300 people signed up. Ooh. So what do you think that check was that next Thursday? Because we get paid every Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday's coming up. I know that one.
Yeah.
So think about what that check is that next Thursday for him.
It's going to be big.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it wasn't much of an investment. 500 flyers and got 300 people to sign up.
Yeah, 5,000 flyers and 300 people signed up.
Wow.
So not only he made the money back from the flyers that he put in there, I think he can put some gas in the gas tank and go, take mama out to get something to eat, get some flowers for her or something.
Yeah.
You know, might go to Zales, Zales. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then at the same time, once you have 5 people to sign up, you're no longer getting your services, paid for.
Right.
You don't have to pay for it anymore. So that means 3 people sign up. You not only made the money back you put in your franchise, but you're already in the green for profit.
Exactly.
But you got to keep in mind, it's all about helping people.
Right.
People can't stand a salesperson. Period.
No, definitely not. Especially cars. Hey.
No, oh yeah. Hey. But you know what? I work with car salesmen. I work with realtors, mortgage lenders, all of them, because they understand the value of this business. Instead of turning around their client that doesn't qualify, now they have the opportunity to get them qualified.
Okay.
They're building that pool. The people who don't qualify,
yeah,
they give them the service, get their credit fixed. They're building a pool of people. And then guess who they're going to go to when it's time to get their house? When it's time to get their car or get their loan. They go back to the same person that taught them about this.
Right, because you have all those services involved in the...
Exactly.
Being a customer, you get access to all those services. That's what's up.
Exactly, man. I'm talking about it.
I love it. I can tell. You're definitely
man.
Positive about it, man. So, what are some of the marketing strategies you use to get your clients for this business?
That's not hard at all. First of all, I'm a sales director within the company. A sales director averages between $5,000 to $8,000 a month. Okay, that's when you start things start changing in your life, and you start getting that sales director position.
Yeah.
Now we have a position called vice president. That's the one I'm definitely want to be a part of. That position. That's when you make your 6-figure digit earner at that time period. And so that helps out with what you want to be motivated to help other people.
Yeah.
More people get blessed than you're blessed. Now the market strategy is, first of all, people want to know if the company's legit. That's number one.
Okay.
You have the winter, spring, summer, fall attitudes or personalities of people.
Yeah.
You got to understand who you're talking to.
Right.
You don't talk to a car salesman or a realtor the same way you talk to somebody down the street.
Right.
They got two different mentalities. So you got to understand the person you talk to and adapt to what they're talking to so they can understand you.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, we're a company that has an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau.
Nice.
When people say I need to do research, well, the only research you need, go to Better Business Bureau. I think everybody knows what it is.
Yeah.
And you go there, it has an A+ rating. So you definitely mention your credibility. The company's been around for 14 years. It's debt free. So if I'm asking you to be debt free or trying to show you that, then our company will be that way.
Right.
Debt free, right? Then I'm telling you about we had the same two founders for the last 14 years. And usually companies do what? They change CEOs out every 3 or 4 years. Or why? Because bad business. But we don't have that. We have the same two CEOs.
That's consistent.
Consistent and persistent. They care about people. So when I advertise, people join people, not businesses. First of all, the business is going to speak for itself. They join you. Right. So how you conduct yourself exactly is what's going to attract people.
Right.
Now, I'm a very spiritual person. All right. I'm always about, hey, when you have trials and tribulations, you got to push through it. I have my dark moment. It bothers me, but now I push through it. Yeah. I share that with people. I share those things with people. Because they gotta watch. People will watch you on your social media. They'll watch you. Not everybody joins the very first time around. They'll watch and see what type of person you are. Yeah. So if I'm having fights on my fight videos on my deal, or all of the political matters and everything, I'm taking away. I'm killing possible customers because I made myself. I'm building a wall for myself. Right. So I'm always constantly showing, like when we doing acting, I talk about the acting. If somebody wants to be an actor, how they can go about doing that. I always give credit tips, things I didn't know, because the more educated you are about your business, and you share it, and people want to go with people who are educated. Right. If you ask me, if I ask you questions about music, and you you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk no more. How can you say, hey, I want you to be my manager, but you don't know the first thing about what is music? Yeah, or management. Or management at that. So that's why you have to understand your craft. You don't go anywhere, right, without going through training. Exactly. So I had to understand my business, and when I understand my business, I understand how did it work for me. I shared it with other people. Not everybody's gonna join me. Right. They join who attracts them the most. People like shiny things, bright things, instant things, fast. It's just human nature. Right. It's human nature. I never put a status up without a picture. I never put one status up without a picture. No matter what the picture is. Right. It doesn't matter what the picture is. I'm saying what positive message it brings. I never do it without a picture, because people are drawn to pictures. They're drawn to look. People look before they read. It's crazy. Yeah. So if you get them to look first, they'll read second. Exactly. Videos, live videos, things that go on in your life, positive messages. Right. If you always spit negativity out, nobody want to be around you. And you're only going to attract that. We've seen it recently in the music industry. Yeah. You attract what you give out. Right. It's in personal life. You attract exactly what you give out. No matter what good intent you had inside, is what you portray to others is what's gonna come back at you. So you never, so that's how I go about doing it. I'm in on Instagram, the Credit Millionaire. Yeah. And then also have Robert Deon is my actors page. Facebook, on the Robert D. Jones, I have as credit. Right. Because they need to identify me as that. The acting will be there, of course, but they don't ask credit. If I'm doing a advertisement on Craigslist, or I'm advertising on or any other social media platform, I make sure that happens. If I'm going out, if I'm going to work out, I have a shirt that has somebody credit on it. Right. Somebody credit on it. Ask me how. You got to advertise. You got to advertise yourself. I seen it. Hey, I seen it with you. Yeah. I seen it with you. You're people are drawn to Johnny Vegas. All right. The music industry is out there, but what's going to attract them to you? Who you are. You made yourself diverse. So you traveling all over the world making your videos. That's going to draw. Man, he's traveling. Yeah. So let me see what this guy's doing. That's all it is. That's it. You gotta be a product of your environment. You gotta be a product of what you're trying to give out. Exactly. Be like a self-testimonial. Exactly, self-testimonial. If you don't have a testimony, how you can have a come up? Yeah, exactly. That's a fact. If you don't go through things, how you gonna have a blessing? There's no blessing that happens without trials and tribulation. Seriously. Speaking of that, man, so tell me some of the trials and tribulation you're facing,
in your journey, you know, because you were in the military, you know what I'm saying? You put in your work, then you decided to go into acting, and you came here, and you know you jumped into the financial education services, and you working through that. But you know, I'm sure in the midst of that, you know, there are demons you're probably fighting. There's, you know, trials and tribulation you're trying to push through to keep all of that afloat and keep your dreams alive. So explain to me what you went through and what are you doing to push through it, to stay positive, to stay motivated.
Well, the one thing I have learned, I learned my endurance level.
Mm-hmm.
I learned about my staying power.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that when I did not embrace my trials and tribulations or the things that were going on in my life,
mm-hmm.
the things actually got worse than they got better.
Okay.
When I embraced them and understood, okay, this is bad. So what positive can I find out of this to keep on going? I mean, for me personally, I would never wish war on anybody, period. I trained for it. Mm-hmm. We've always trained for the military. We always trained for it. But I still wouldn't wish that upon that for anybody. Mm-hmm. I've seen the results of watching one of your friends or fellow friends get killed in front of you or disappear in front of you because of explosion. Mm-hmm. I've been shot at so many times. I've been blown up in vehicles. I've been through all this stuff. Wow. I've been in ambushes. I've seen all kind of crazy stuff. I've been where, like, matter of fact, social gatherings is a hard thing for me sometimes.
Why?
You won't catch me in the mall. You won't catch me in the mall and in a lot of public places all the time. The reason why? Because I've been in a situation where you're at war. Mm-hmm. Take that same mall situation, walking through the mall, not knowing that who is trying to kill you and who's not. Because everybody looks the same.
Right.
No matter what race, creed, or color we're talking about, that we don't know their intentions. Mm-hmm. And you walking through the mall, crowded areas, you know, standing with the window behind me or a door behind me, that cannot happen. Yeah. I got to be able to see that door. You know, there's certain things that keeps you on alert. It's a good thing, but also it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I noticed with some war vets, you know, sometimes I don't know, is it postpartum or something like that? No. I'm not too sure.
No, it's post-traumatic stress disorder.
Right.
They have a new name for it. I can't think of it. It just came out, but it's PTSD, period.
Yeah, so do you kind of suffer from that? Like, you know, you hear like a pop and you're like, you know, because the memories kind of bring them back?
Yes, I do have post-traumatic stress disorder. It's a struggle. It can be a struggle every day. I'm a whole lot better than I was in the past. And what I mean by that is I recognize when it's coming. Sometimes you don't know when it's coming. Okay. Sometimes you're gonna lose yourself, or lose track of time, or lose track of what's around you just because you're going through it. You're seeing something. It's post-traumatic stress disorder. People suffer this not just because of war. It's a traumatic experience that happened in your life that you can't get out of. You know, that you can't let go. It's hard. It's not easy to let go. Yeah. You only get better. You never come back 100%. That's one thing. Okay, my personal opinion, you never come back 100%. You try to deal with it the best way possible. Right. You keep drugs and alcohol out the equation. Period. All right.
You think that amplifies it?
That amplifies it more because drug and alcohol is a depressant, so it's only gonna make it worse. Right. You know, learn how to reach out. You kind of put yourself in a bubble because you know people already had this idea of everybody has PTSD is a danger, right? You know, they always automatically have this stigma. You know, I'm afraid you might do something. I'm afraid you might hurt me. I'm like, really? I'm just not even nowhere near my mindset, but you already label me before it happens. Yeah. So that's why a lot of these troops keep quiet about it. That's why they never talk about it, because people have this automatically have this idea of judging stereotyping, like this is exactly how you are. So you know you have to deal with that. For me, my you asked about my personal deal. Having a relationship with somebody that understands that. That's a hard thing, having a relationship with somebody that understands that. You know, you can have a giving heart and you can give your all, but they don't quite understand you. They have pre-assumptions of you, or you say stereotyping you. Yeah. And something that you're really not can actually hurt your friendship, your business partnership, or your relationship, or marriage, or whatever. You know, it can bother it. But having somebody understand that's what really matters. Yeah. Yeah, that's what matters.
Well, it sounds like you got everything in order, you know, and you're kind of pushing through those trials and tribulations and staying positive and staying motivated. I mean, you got to in this business, you know,
exactly.
whether it's financial services or entertainment, you know, you got to keep a clear mind, clear head, because you have to stay focused.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you pushing through that, man, because I've seen a lot of war vets that don't got it all. They didn't come back 100%, you know, sometimes less than 50, and it's like, it's sad to see, you know what I'm saying?
It's very sad to see.
But, you know, you're here now and you're making it, man, so what's next for you, man? Because you got the acting, you got the financial career. Are you just going to balance that and try to take both of that to the top, or do you have any other projects in mind that you want to, other hats you may want to wear?
Well, what I'm doing right now is for this next year that's coming up. So I also go to college too. So.
Oh, okay, you're a student.
Yeah.
What college?
I'm DeVry University.
Hey,
DeVry University, August 17th. I got a joke. 2018, DeVry University.
You're sitting on the couch. No, do it right now.
Do it right now. It's actually a good university. I know they make jokes about it, but
it's just that commercial.
It's like, you ain't doing nothing. You just sit around. You might as well. You know? And I'm like, man, that commercial makes sense. I'm not.
You know what?
I'm gonna go to college. But no, it's the main thing. I majored in technical management and also information technology. I have a bachelor's degree in technical management and thank you, and associates in information technology. So now it's taken to the level of business administration for the master's degree. That's what I'm doing for right now, the master's degree in business administration, focusing on entrepreneurship out of all things.
There you go.
I had to keep myself gainfully occupied my mind. And we talked about the PTSD before.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always have my hands in many hats, because I'm trying to keep myself
occupied.
Busy. Yeah. So the master's degree will happen before the end of next year. I'll be graduating again. I'm excited about that.
You do this online?
I do it online and in class.
Oh, okay.
I do both. I do both. I try to, because online they had to have a different mindset than the class. So that helps me out with what? With my business and for acting.
Right.
Having that discipline. All right. So, and then also pushing the acting career to a different level. Now that I'm here in Los Angeles, now I understand Los Angeles, now I can push and apply more here in Los Angeles. Okay. And so I have one film, feature film that I want to direct. I already have it written out.
Okay.
Just gotta find a way to get the trailer done for it, so I can pitch it.
Okay.
So we can get
like
get some money behind it. Proof of concept. Oh yeah, all day. And as far as the credit services or the financial literacy company, my goal, this next couple of years is to be a vice president within that company. That takes a lot of helping a lot of people, and blessing a lot of people, and just got to be coachable, and you got to be a leader. And if I can just get that concept in people's mind, and they understand that this is a legit company, and of course it is, and that we're trying to help people and do good things, then we get blessed in return.
Exactly.
So so I'm gonna stick with those two, but I have a love for acting,
right?
Because acting is the flagship is acting.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got our battleship, which is the credit business, and then we got the education on the other side.
Yeah.
Got to be a good catch, man.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody doing nothing in life. Got to bring something to the table.
Exactly.
I want to bring the table, the food, and the chair.
And the house.
And the house. Look, here you go. What you got?
What you got?
What you got? I'm ready. Right?
Nah, that's what's up, man. I just want to thank you for coming on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? It's great that you gave all this positive energy to people. I want people to see this and really get the insider information on what it takes to be successful in whatever it is you're trying to do. And the fact that you're multitasking and still staying focused, because some people can get distracted, want to be an actor, but they practicing law. And, it doesn't make sometimes, but the fact that you're finding that balance, it's working for you, So I want to commend you on that, my brother.
Definitely.
Keep doing your thing. I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad you made you took a leap of faith to come out here, because I left first, and you was at the going away party, and you told me, I'm going to come out there with you.
I'm on the way.
And you made it, so that's what's up, man. And you guys just take a page out his book, man, and you could do it too, man. Just stay focused on whatever it is you're trying to do, man, because it's out there for you.
I'm going to give a shout out.
Go ahead.
If you don't mind.
And then shout out where people can follow you as well.
Gotcha. You can follow me. As far as acting concerned, www.robertdeon.com. If you go on that website, you'll be able to see clippings of what I've done. And also you'll see the IMDb page where you'll see all the films I've been a part of. Also, my number, I won't mind getting my number out. It's all business. My number is 818-650-2866. If you know somebody who needs to get their credit restored, repaired, and educated, or if you want to start your own business, part-time business, and get your credit repaired and make money at the same time. And also, last but not least, I want to make sure that I say this. Man, you are an amazing person. You're a blessing to people. And that's what's going to pay off for you. You're always looking out for others, and that's why the Lord's going to bless you.
You hear him, Lord? Send those blessings.
and I do want to say, and also, I'm sorry, and then my website for my credit services is www.elitefinancialcreditservices.com. That's www.elitefinancialcreditservices.com. Or you can just text, again, you can text 76626 and text ELITE. 76626 and text the word ELITE. Again, I got my spot out. I appreciate it, Mom and Dad. I love you. My brothers, I love you. Everybody show me love, I love you. And big ups to Johnny Vegas. Y'all don't know, sleep is for billionaires. It's for everybody else, but not for billionaires. Remember that.
That's a fact, man. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sleep is for Billionaires, the podcast. Johnny Vegas, Robert Deon. Stay tuned for more episodes to come. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes.